Hi, welcome to Nikki's Modern Mediterranean. I'm Nikki Glekis, wife, mother, CEO, and entertaining expert. Today we are going to make fakies, which is traditional Greek lentil soup. To get started on our lentil soup, we're going to start on the stove top. We have all our ingredients prepped. I'm going to put the pot on high heat, and I'm going to use about a quarter cup of olive oil. My visual for you guys to really see this is that I need to have enough olive oil to cover the bottom of the pot, a generous amount. That looks good. And then we're gonna add in our one onion chopped. You can hear the sizzle, which means it's nice and hot. We're gonna put in our 5 cloves of chopped garlic. I'm gonna add that in there. And I'm gonna give this a little saute. So you wanna cook this until the onions are a little bit translucent. So we're gonna give that a little stir here. And we also wanna add in, I'm gonna add in carrots. Now, traditionally in Greece, they don't add carrots, but I really like them, and I like my kids to get a little bit of the carrots when they're eating the soup, so I like to add that. You could also add celery, completely up to you. So I'm gonna add in our carrots, plus add some color to our soup. Give that a little toss. Next, we're gonna add in our lentils. So this is just 1 bag of lentils, add that in. And we're just gonna toss these in the olive oil. We want to coat them again. Okay, that looks great. So that looks awesome. Now in this soup, we're gonna salt and pepper the soup at the end when it's completely finished, because they say adding salt to our lentils prevents the lentils from absorbing the water. But what we are gonna do is we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of vinegar. And the vinegar is going to, I'm gonna use white vinegar. The vinegar is going to help your body absorb the iron in the lentils. So we're gonna add that in. Give that a nice little toss. Half a teaspoon of cumin. I love the flavor of this, so that's great. And 2 bay leaves. So we're gonna put that in there. That looks great. Now we're ready to add in our liquid. So this is really easy. I'm gonna add 10 cups of water, because we really need a lot of water for our lentils to absorb. 10 cups of water there. For a little bit additional flavor, a half a cup of vegetable stock. So traditionally, this is a soup that you would eat during Lent. It's a completely Lenten meal that growing up, I would eat it so much during Lent that I didn't want to eat it for the rest of the year. But as an adult, I've really come to enjoy the flavors and really appreciate the flavor of the lentil soup. So if you were making this not during Lent, you could definitely add some chicken broth if you like, instead of the vegetable stock. But I'm gonna make this for Lent, so I added the vegetable stock for that. So I'm gonna give this a little bit of a stir. I'm gonna let this boil. And once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna cover the pot and lower the heat down to simmer, and we're gonna let it simmer for about 40 minutes. Now that our soup has come to a boil, I'm just gonna give that a nice quick stir. I'm gonna cover it and lower the heat just to let it simmer for about 40 minutes. So it's been about 40 minutes. I'm just gonna check our lentils. This looks completely set for me, but I wanna show you guys a good way of checking this. If you just pull out some of the lentils and you just push this down, your lentils should be nice and soft, and they are completely cooked, so that's great. Next step, we're gonna dilute a little bit of water with 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. So I'm going to dilute the tomato paste in the water. Get that all ready, and we're going to add this to our soup. So I'm going to bring the heat back up and add in our tomato paste. Stir that in, and next, and our final step, is adding in our salt and pepper, and then our soup will be complete. So I gave that a nice little stir. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of salt, and you can always add more salt when you're serving. So 2 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. Give that a nice stir. Just gonna let that cook for a minute, and then our soup is ready to serve. Soup is ready. Can't wait to try this. Some soup here. And again, as I've gotten older and we had our restaurant at EOS, people love this soup, and I've really grown to enjoy it because as a kid, I ate it so much during Lent that I never wanted it the rest of the year. So you would serve this soup with some red wine vinegar, which I have here, and you can put as much or as little as you want, but I'm going to put a little bit on top, and it's ready to serve. So good. Thank you so much for watching. For the full recipe, visit nikkigluckus.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Enjoy!